I've been using the Mavic 2 Pro for just under 2 months and I've clocked many flight hours on it and I've gathered tons of impressions, both good and bad, and in today's video I want to talk about all the positives and negatives of this drone. So unlike most reviews of this drone, I won't get into details about the specs of the Mavic 2 Pro. A simple look on the DJI website can give you all that information. Instead, I'll focus on real life usage as well as what I found works well for me and what doesn't. Let's start with the camera, as this is the hottest topic out there. As you may know, there are lots and lots of discussions whether the camera of the Mavic 2 Pro uses the full 1-inch sensor at its maximum capabilities, and I don't really want to be part of this discussion. The fact is, the footage from the camera is sharp as long as you're using a wider aperture. I found out that the sweet spot is between an aperture of f3.5 and 5.6. Anything above f8 produces a soft and almost blurry footage, so I definitely recommend ND filters at all times when shooting video with the Mavic 2 Pro, so you can keep the aperture open wider. I found out that both Freewell and Polar Pro ND filters work great with this drone, Freewell being a good cheaper option and Polar Pro if you don't want to compromise with the quality and you're willing to spend a bit more. When you're using the H.265 D-Log-M full field of view option for 4K recording, the barrel distortion of the footage is very noticeable and you have to fix that in post, and although I don't like this fact, I understand the drone is just not powerful enough to work with that footage and process it quickly enough, so it's up to us as editors to fix it. I'll link a free plugin that fixes the barrel distortion in the description below, and I want to thank the creator who shared it for free. To be honest, those are not real issues because, as the name suggests, the drone is geared towards pro users, or at least people that are willing to spend time color grading and editing their footage in post, no matter how much time it takes. The dynamic range of the Mavic 2 Pro allows us to produce amazing results, and although I find myself editing for much longer ever since I got this drone due to the new codec the drone uses and the 10-bit 4K videos, I'm okay with that, knowing that the results will be better in the end. Another thing I want to share is that I've definitely started taking a lot more photos with this drone ever since I got it, and I'll put a couple of them on the screen so you can judge the quality for yourself. I've invested a lot more time into editing my photos in Lightroom, even created my own presets which you can download from the description below. As far as the photos, I'm posting a lot more on my Instagram, so feel free to follow me there if you're interested in drone photography and want to check out my photos. So to sum up the camera part of this review, this drone is definitely not for everyone. Yes, you can shoot in auto in a normal color profile and with no filters, but the results will be much different. The drone is just so much more capable if used with manual settings, and I think this is where it shines the most. So this is something that you definitely need to take into consideration. In terms of flight features, I have a few more complaints. If you have seen a previous video of mine titled DJI messed up big time with the Mavic 2 Pro and Zoom, you already know I'm very disappointed by the lack of features that are not coming with the drone. In my opinion, we shouldn't be waiting this long for firmware updates and new features being gradually added to the drone. I think we deserve to have them on day one. Some of these features are things which we absolutely need, such as waypoints for example, or precision landing, although many people are arguing this is not needed for a pro drone. I beg to differ, as in critical situations this could be crucial for your drone. Another gripe of mine with this drone is the fact that hyperlapse mode is not finished 100%, although it's slowly getting better with the latest firmware update that we got recently. We still can save our hyperlapse waypoints, a feature that was promised during the announcement of the drone, so we're still waiting for that. But missing a few intelligent flight modes and not being able to shoot in D-Log-M when taking quick shots and other automated features of the drone actually turned out to be a positive thing for me, because ultimately it made me a better pilot by pushing me out of my comfort zone and making me use all manual movements and settings and keeping me in control at all times. Yes, this is both a good and a bad thing, but I prefer to count it as a pro rather than a con, at least for now. And while we're on the positive side, let me declare my love for OcuSync 2.0 once again. Never before have I been able to fly so far away and having 100% confidence in my drone. For 2 months of flying, I've only had one transmission signal error, and that was during my flight range test, which got me even more distance than what DJI advertises. Just over 5.3 kilometers, and the drone could have gone even further. DJI says the maximum distance is 5 kilometers. So after this test, I'm a lot more confident in my drone, knowing that it can fly literally anywhere. something that has always been a problem for me living in Europe and flying under CE mode, which as we all know is quite limiting. A few other things which I love and I think should be mentioned are the quiet propellers, which are definitely a breath of fresh air for me, the improved 1080p video transmission feed, which also caches the videos straight to your phone in HD and you can easily share them, and the 30-degree upward gimbal tilt, which is a great little touch and I love using it when recording a reveal type of shot. The increased size and weight of the drone don't really bother me at all, as the drone still remains compact and easy to carry around, but now it's a lot more stable in stronger winds, and overall the drone is a massive step up from everything I've flown so far. I also like the fact that the controller can charge your phone if needed, and it has saved me a couple of times already, as well as the fact that the battery accessory turns your batteries into power banks. A little hack I do is always using those last 20% of a depleted battery to charge up my phone while switching locations. It's quite handy sometimes and it can save you some trouble. In terms of price, the Mavic 2 Pro and most of its accessories recently took a slight price bump and we still don't know why. Even with this price increase, I still have to say the drone is 100% worth it, although it's definitely not perfect. I hate to say it, but we'll have to wait until the drone becomes exactly what we were promised, but in the meantime, I'm enjoying every flight minute with it. If you're wondering if the Mavic 2 Pro is for you, just think about how much time you're willing to spend editing, if you want to invest in filters, and last but not least, if your computer is powerful enough to handle all of the 4K footage that you're going to take with it. If that's not something for you, well, the Mavic 2 Zoom or even the original Mavic Pro are both very good options, and both of them are significantly cheaper than the Mavic 2 Pro. But for me, the combination of flight range, camera capabilities, battery life and quietness definitely make this drone the right one for me, and although I've mentioned quite a lot of things that could be improved, I'm willing to keep it and give it the chance it deserves. And there we have it guys, this has been my Mavic 2 Pro review. If you have enjoyed this review, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more drone videos, it would be very much appreciated. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video guys, I'll see you in my next one. Ciao!